Hello everyone and welcome back. Just got home from duck camp yesterday afternoon and today I have to get the stuff put away and it's going to be another warm day today. But what I want to do is I'm going to put a camera out like I used to do all the time in the backwoods and throw some feed out. I have some black sunflower seeds, cracked corn because I don't have any whole corn, and then I'm going to put in some of the dairy mix because this has molasses in it which will really draw them in. They'll be able to smell that really good. I'm going to dump it out there just to see what kind of deer we have running the woods. You used to see them in the field all the time, but then we pastured everything off so it's less and less that you see them. So I'm going to go kind of towards the back corner of the woods and set a camera up there, and we'll put this out there and check it over the next week or so and see what we got. I would think with this mixture even turkeys and everything might come around if they're back there, and different birds, so you should get a variety of pictures. I'm going to put it right back here because this is a trail and that goes out to a little swampy area, and then behind it is like all pine trees, and the deer use this. And usually if I get pictures of bucks, and it's still a little early to see them, you know, usually the does and fawns and stuff will be out more than the bucks until fall, but this would probably be my best chance. Well, when I just put the corn and stuff out there, this camera right here that I'm filming with was about 6 inches away from the camera, so that's about where so I can see how that looks distance-wise when I edit this video. We'll put that out there. I don't have it on picture this time, I have it on video. I wonder if I can do picture and video. I'm just going to leave it right here for a few days because they'll come in there and eat that up right away if they're around here, and I'll be able to see how that works. Usually I just do pictures. I've never really used the video function on it, so let's try that this time. Oh, I can't believe how sore I am after duck camp weekend. All that paddling. I walked a few miles in the woods, down trails, grouse hunting and pulling the canoe out of the water and putting up camp and everything. I was surprised how sore I am. Today I'm still sore. I decided to cut a new trail because there's a bunch of maples back here that I can never get at. Some nice ones over here too. So I cut this through, and I'll have to cut some fingers off of it. I'd like to have one that goes, this will be pretty easy, because the other trail is, I don't know, 300 feet over maybe. Cut one through here also, but this one here comes around and hooks up where I have like the boats parked and that trailer that the guy never came and picked up. This will be nice. Well, I'm getting all the hunting stuff put away, and this morning I ordered the fuel pump assembly that goes down into the gas tank, because that's got to be what's wrong with this thing. I mean, I don't know, that's the next step. Because I replaced the starter and the solenoid, so it fires now. So to me, the next thing would be the fuel filter. And for this thing, the fuel filter is in the fuel tank on the bottom of the fuel pump. So if I'm going to take it all out, I might as well replace the whole entire thing. I'll see if it'll do it right now. I tried to do a short on it this morning. It'll do it one time, and then it won't do it again. It'll just sit there and turn over and won't start. But now it's been several hours. But I'll show you what I mean if it'll go. I just like that. It was running perfectly fine, boom, like it ran out of fuel. So to me, in my, Zachary's good at engines, I'm not that good, but it seems to me like maybe enough fuel is soaking through, because I can hear the fuel pump when you do this. I can hear it going. Yeah, anyway, to me it's fuel next. So then that's the only place there's a fuel filter on it. And I'll replace that, and I don't know what happens after that. I suppose the main computer, that's quite expensive on these, but anyway, it'll be here within a week, and I'll take the back fenders off and take the rack off and get in here and pull it out of the tank. Because that's it right there. I have half a mind to just cut this thing right off of here. What's it doing? Probably nothing. And then there's little screws around there, and this whole thing will pull out that whole assembly. Well, I had totally different plans for this morning, but then the guy got a hold of me that delivers my wood, because I told him, you know, I'm going to need a load or two this fall, and he said he can get a load out here later this week. So it was like, man, I haven't split any wood for the smaller wood stoves here, which I needed to do, and this is the stuff I wanted to split because it's dry. So I came out here because I'm going to want him to stack that pile right here. I don't care if there's still a few big ones. Those big ones I have to load into the tractor, roll them into the tractor, and then put them down on the splitter. Otherwise it gets really hard on my back. My back is already really sore from being up at duck camp, paddling and all that stuff. So this is not something I wanted to do today. It was feeling better, but I'm sure it'll be sore again now. So I got this done. Now I have to go in and have some lunch, and then this afternoon I have to work, so I'm gonna have to leave after lunch, and then I won't get back here till, I don't know, 5:30 maybe tonight, 6 maybe, I'm not sure. But now and both of the trucks here, there's power in the batteries, but not enough to turn them over because I haven't started them recently. I'm gonna have to get them moved out of the way. Probably want to move the wood splitter too, but the wood can stay there. He'll be able to reach with his arm to get it started here and then go. I asked him what kind of wood. First of all, I tell him that when I want it, I like stuff that's 12 inches or under. So like that middle one, that's a good size. Smaller than that, a little bit bigger is okay, but that's like an ideal. The real big ones are okay, but then I have to split them to get them into the wood boiler. So, and he then picks not super big ones for me. And he said he thinks it's gonna be a birch with some maple mixed in, which that'll be good. All of that burns real nice. Well, I got home about 5:30 and went inside for about a half hour. We came out, we just got done doing all the chores, and now it's getting close to 7. It probably is about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna leave this charger on just for a minute and then put it on engine start and see if I can get enough to fire it up. I thought I'd be home until after lunch tomorrow, but now I have to leave about 6 in the morning, no later than 6. And then I'll get back here around 10:30, and then I'll have time here until just after lunch. Then I have to leave and do exactly what I did today, and I won't get back until 5:30. So I don't know when he's going to come with the wood. He just said one day this week, so I thought I better at least get started on moving these trucks, because this is where he has to park his semi to get it all unloaded. So let's see. Engine start, 90 seconds. This truck doesn't take much to start it when there's enough power to turn it over. I think these batteries are bad. The other one, it was putting in 15.5 amps charging. This one, it's only doing 5 amps. And this one takes a lot. When I haven't started, it takes a lot of cranking over for it to fire up. Plus, when you first turn on the key, the glow plugs come on and pull power. I'm going to try an engine start on this. I don't know what engine start does. It's not pulling any more power out of my portable power station. I probably just have to leave it on here all night long. I had trouble last time. I think like one of the batteries is not good. I need to clean up the connections on there too. And it has two 850 cranking amp batteries in it. So you're not just charging one, but I do think that one of them is bad. What do I got? 34 seconds left. I don't think it's going to do anything. Nope. I suppose I'll go in and edit on the duck hunting video. That thing, I have 6 folders and tons of hours of footage, but a lot of times it's like a 30-minute clip of us sitting around the fire, so you just get a little bit. But anyway, it's a lot of work to do. I'll just let that truck run for an hour to charge that battery up. Well, it's been an hour, so I'm going to run out there and see if the diesel truck will start. The other truck, I can't even hear it, but it should still be running. Man, can I smell skunk. Somebody sprayed. Wait for the glow plugs to come on, baby. She still purrs like a kitten. It smells like skunk, so strong right here. I seen one going along the bottom of the pig fence here last week. We know they're around. I wonder if, I'm sure I don't know if they can get through there to get to the pig feed, but oh, it stinks here. Well, that's it for tonight. It's definitely been a full day. Good morning, everybody. I just got back from my morning run, and now I've got a couple hours before I have to have lunch, and then get in my truck and I go again, and I won't get back until about 5:30 tonight. But I have a couple hours. I think I'm going to run out there and split a little bit more wood and maybe try to get that log splitter out of the way so that whenever he calls and say, hey, I'm bringing out, you know, your semi-load of wood, I don't have to run out there and do anything. It's just all I have to do is get my cache ready and I'm done. So I'm going to go inside. I already showered this morning, so I'm going to put back on some dirty clothes so I don't get my clean clothes dirty and go out there and cut some wood. You hear that noise. They're out there painting the lines on the new asphalt. I'm ready for the next load. I got home about 5:30, went inside, had a handful of grapes, then we went out and did all the chores, and then we had to go out and pick tomatoes. That's the third time we've picked tomatoes and got a big, whatever them things are called, full of them. So now she's getting the pots going on the stove and she's going to cook that down. It'll take her a couple days. And then it'll go into the freeze dryer. Pretty nice night tonight. Today is October 1st. So the pigs have 29 days till I bring them in to get processed. I bring them in on October 30th. I plugged this freezer in right after I got back from duck hunting. These are the trays that go into the freeze dryer. It holds 5 trays. You take the plastic cover off, but all these are tomatoes that have been processed down. But if you freeze them first, it saves you like 12 hours at least in the freeze dryer for it to freeze it. Put them in frozen, it quickens it up. And these are grapes that she washed and then cut in half, and she has 2 trays of those. But that freezer seems to work good, so you know, another month and it's going to be full of pork. Come on, get in there. We don't want you to get eaten up by a fox or something. That's a good boy. Good morning, everybody. I didn't film anything yesterday. It was just a busy day. They put our new mailboxes in yesterday, I see. The guy hasn't called on the wood. Today is Friday, so I remember now, though, he's done that to me before, where it's going to be here this week or whatever, and then I get it a week or 2 or 3 later. But not like that one guy, remember, that it was months and months before he finally brought me a load of wood, and then he's never picked up the trailer 2 years later. The other day I thought that they were painting the line on the side, but they didn't. They had a thing, and it's a little grinder, and it ground out some tar. They must come and spray the white line in that ground out part. I don't know why they do that. They don't do it in the center part. I'm going up right now to get feed. I'm almost out for the cows, so I'm gonna get 200 pounds of cracked corn. I got a bunch of stuff on my list. 100 pounds of hog feed, and I have to be careful how much of that I buy, because now it's what, 28 days or something, 26 days maybe before they go in for processing. I just got loaded up. What did I get? 200 pounds of cracked corn, 100 pounds of hog grower 16%, 50 pounds of scratch, 50 pounds of layer pellets, and 100 pounds of 18% dairy. It's supposed to get up to 80 degrees again today or higher. This whole weekend is going to be warm, but tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be real windy. And then next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, they're already saying we're going to be under a freeze watch, so it's going to get cold. Oh, that's one more tank of chainsaw gas. It's hot out today. Might come out and do another one in the morning because it's supposed to be windy. I'm gonna go back and have lunch, and then I don't know, I might mow this afternoon. I think if we mow one more time, that's it after next week's cold temperatures, but you never know. I think I already said that once. But I have to mow down that whole wildflower garden in the front yard of Melissa's. We mow that down every fall, so it can all come back up next year. That's the new fuel pump assembly for the four-wheeler. I need to turn the air conditioner on in here. It's getting warm in here too. Okay everyone, well, thanks a lot for watching. I have to end this one because I need to get this up by 5 o'clock tomorrow night, so I need to get editing. I already have edited some on this. I realize that this is before the duck camp one, but the duck camp is a long editing process, so I'm hoping to get that done this week. This afternoon I took the mower and I started to mow. Actually, I drove the mower because you have to pump up the tire in that. my 48-inch cut Husqvarna. So I drive it over because the tire's half flat. It was sitting back over where I was cutting that brush a week ago. And I'm getting the air compressor line out, and it's running. And all of a sudden it makes this loud pop. I mean, it was really loud. It scared me because I was just coming out the garage door with the air hose. And then so I pump up the tire and I sit on it and it's riding rough. So then I pull the little switch to turn the blade on and you could tell it's not running right. And then, so I shut that off. And then there was another boom in there and it quit. So I blew the motor in the mower. But I mean, I think I've got over, I don't know how many, over 3,000 hours on it for sure. So anyway, then I pull the other one, the one that's sitting behind that one. And I haven't run that one in over 2 years. There was one of them safety cables that you click your dog on, the metal with the plastic around it that got wrapped in the blade, and I just drove it over there and parked it and let it sit. So then I take the battery out of the one that the motor just blew, and I had already switched the switch that turns on the mower blade from the one on the left there to the one on the right, so I put it back on the one on the left, got it started. Smells like old gas when it's running, but I did get some mowing done, but I forget that that one is so old and has been used for so many thousands of hours that it doesn't have a whole lot of power. So anyway, I just looked online and now I just found one. This is a good time of year to buy a mower. We'll see if, I don't know, but it was a John Deere with a 48-inch cut, so I might pick that up. I know everybody will say I need a zero turn, but I don't have $3,000 to drop on a mower right now, so we'll see what happens anyway. Yeah, I blew up the motor in the lawnmower. I will see you guys on the next video.